Please, before end of March, I need a report for the boundary opening exercise. Then that will inform the next step. And during that exercise, if there is anybody with a title, I think that will be the opportunity now for the same people also to be known.
In all cases, Minister NABAKOOBA emphasized that no one should be evicted.
President Museveni told me that wherever you find my people, and they are seated on land which belongs to government or public, the priority should go to the sitting tenants, not to other people.
Robert Onyango, UBC News, Mbara City.
In another similar development, KIKUUBE is one of those districts in the country that currently is entangled in big-time land wrangles. The nature of the land conflicts, however, is a bit unique because it involves some individuals who are claiming government land as theirs. Now, this has caused a lot of conflict, especially as government tries to resettle 1,830 encroachers of Changwali refugee settlement land on a degazetted 8-square-kilometer chunk of land that was carved out of the 48-square-kilometer refugee land. Now, the main contention is in Buchinda Changwali sub-county, where Chair Valley Farmers Enterprise Limited are claiming the land that government is settling former encroachers.
Because I know this land belongs to government, I have come with development partners.
State Minister for Communal Affairs and that for Refugees, Relief and Disaster Preparedness have assessed a disputed piece of land in the Changwali refugee settlement and assured residents that is owned by government and suitable for human settlement.
I am here to allay the fears of our people. I've seen documents circulating in social media about land ownership. I am here to confirm that these are fake documents. That land belongs to government.
Jennifer Namuyangu Kacha and Esther Anyakun visited Chia village in Buchinda Parish to comfort residents that have often been threatened by claimants of the land that not only belongs to government, but also soon schools, health centers, and markets will be built on it.
So from tomorrow up to the next 2-3 months, we shall first put some structures where our children can stop being in one roof. They'll be studying there.
The minister's visit follows an earlier one by the Minister for Disaster Preparedness and Refugees, Engineer Helenek Obakel, who was in the area to reassure residents of Buchinda who are currently camped at the RDC's office in the KIKUUBE Town Council to go back home because the claimants of the land are telling lies.
Of the 10,000 people, only around 500 are there. Even those who are there, they have left their families here.
Not expecting this huge crowd. We are not prepared for them. They took us unaware and we could not chase them away. But of course we don't have the necessary facilities in place. For example, we don't have a toilet.
Records at the Office of the Prime Minister indicate that government was given the piece of land by the then Omukama of Myorokutara, Satito Winyi, measuring close to 48 square miles in 1960 to resettle Rwandan refugees who had just left their country. Earlier, the ministers addressed development partners at the Office of the Camp Commandant with an appeal to them to give a hand in addressing Buchinda land conflict that dates back to 2013, when the Office of the Prime Minister allegedly evicted close to 4,500 encroachers from Changwali refugee land.
The land is for government. Just relax, I'm going to put the structures here. This is concerning my ministry for the children to study.
During their site inspection of Kijungu and Bisbera in Buchinda Parish, Ministers Jennifer Namuyangu Kacha and Esther Nyakun said the threats of eviction are null and void because the land belongs to government. Says Tayebga, one of the landlords from Chia Valley Farmers Enterprises Limited, claims that the land where they have relocated the former encroachers is theirs and that he has a title of the land.
It is a signature of the register of title.
Is it for government? It is for.
It is for the individual.
It's okay.
Yes, it is there, and
this one we shall sort it out.
We shall sort it out. We shall sort it out.
It is alleged that after the Rwandan refugees went back home in 1994, some individuals settled on the Changwali land illegally.
The government has land title for it. We have shaded off 8 square miles to settle our landless people, who are some of them who are in Burkina previously. To a total of 10,000 people.
The ministers also handed over relief, which included the maize flour, beans, blankets, and saucepans, among others, which will be distributed to those who have not joined those camped at their DC's office.
We have brought from the office of the Prime Minister 110,000 kilograms of posho and then 55,000 kilograms of beans. This food will be given to the most vulnerable people. You know what
Though each family received 2.5 acres of land in Cheya and Busanga villages, they claim it doesn't favor agriculture. Changwa Refugee Settlement sits on a 48 square miles chunk of land and is home to over 83,000 refugees, mainly from the Democratic Republic of Congo and others from Burundi, Rwanda, South Sudan, and Eritrea, among others. Habimana Deo, Anyonzima George, reporting for UBC News.
I think you would think about them,
In other news, northern Uganda region and the West Nile is to benefit from adequate transmission infrastructure. Now, this follows the groundbreaking of the 132 kV Gulu-Agago transmission line and associated substation. If harnessed by the community, the initiative is expected to bridge the existing development gap with other regions of the country. These are the details.
The groundbreaking ceremony for the 132 kilovolt Gulu-Agago transmission line and associated substation at Gowari village is one of government and development partners' efforts geared at meeting the energy needs for the northern Uganda population that continues to grapple with intermittent power supply.
The challenge presents itself in terms of right-of-way, where we get challenges in accessing some sites because of compensation issues. But this is one of the projects where we have had, we have started on a very high note as far as compensation of project affected persons is concerned, and we are at 96% compensation. We have a few residual issues that are contained in a supplementary report which we have already submitted to the Chief Government Valuer. Once these are attended to, the few PAPs that are remaining, we see a smooth ride for construction by the contractors.
There are so many development. One, when this project came, a number of people benefited out of compensations. People got a lot of money. Out of this money, people have done with a lot of development within the place. If you see the center of Wangagora sub-county is developing so much very fast.
Executed under 2 lots, the 83 kilometers electrification project is funded by KfW to a tune of 40 million euros. This flagship project will consolidate stability in northern Uganda, help eradicate poverty, and strengthen foundations for sustainable and inclusive social and economic development.
The project fits perfectly into this overall strategy to focus and foster the economic development here in the region. It allows for a decent living, it allows for economic development, for setting up companies, and to bring about a good neighborhood and good relationship of the people to each other.
With a completion time frame of 18 months, the project implementers are appealing for support.
Yeah, from the funders and from UTCL side, the best thing is to support the contractor by releasing the payment on time, because without payment you cannot proceed for the site progress.
With a population of about 7 million people, northern Uganda has a huge development gap with reliable electricity supply, improved road network, peace and security. There is hope that the region will gradually catch up with the rest of the country. Dennis Igoa for UBC News in northern Uganda.
And then again, Palisade District leadership has launched an indoor residential spraying initiative with an aim to fight malaria. The malaria has claimed many lives in Palisade District, calling for a sustainable intervention, as these details share with us.
The resident city commissioner, Palisade District, Diksoka Majid, has spearheaded the launch of an indoor residual spray following an increase of malaria cases in the district. The exercise is to start with spraying of homesteads with the help of local leaders.
The purpose of the indoor spray of malaria out of the district, we want to fight this disease as we fought COVID-19 and other diseases. Malaria is still killing our people, especially in Palisade. We are at 45%. We want to reduce that percentage, but we cannot do that without spraying. So I'm appealing to our people, the community, to cooperate with this team. Don't listen to those negatives, see that this spray, it has any side effect. There is no at all.
The malaria and indoor residual spray focal person, Amsungut Topi, highlighted the challenges caused by malaria.
It affects the district in terms of health. It also affects the district financially, because when someone is sick, the person cannot to work or to the garden. And if a child is suffering from malaria, the child cannot go to school. So it even affects the attendance of children.
Member of Parliament for Gogonyo constituency, Derek Oron, in partnership with Uganda Nurses and Midwives Union, handed over a midwife kit worth 10 million shillings to Gogonyo Health Center 3.
From California to Nurses Union, from Honorable Derek of this county, to RDC and Cow and DHO and in charge and in charge maternity. Towel for the baby. These ones is reusable. After the delivery, you wash them and maintain it there. Everything which I have brought here, it will take you like 5 years. It is not a simple thing. It takes 5 years to be disposed.
The area member of Parliament, Derek Oron, commended Uganda Nurses and Midwives Union for standing with nurses.
We donate the equipment to Gogonyo Health Center that was given to us by the U.S. government through Ministry of Health and the Nursing and Wives Union. And I want to thank them so much for the midwife kit that they have given to our people of Gogonyo. If you look at the health sector right now, it's not well in our county, and that's why I see if you are to check on any health center 4, we are only having health center 3. So that's why we are working on a program to upgrade our Gogonyo from health center 3 to health center.
Yiga Muhammad, Sudat Kai, UBC News.
The Director General National Agricultural Research Organization, Dr. Ambrose Agona, has tasked the Korean Program of International Agency to showcase successful stories to inspire more inclusivity. Agona says that this will help identify the gaps that were registered in the implementation of the new farming technologies, hence improving the output of the project under COPIA.
Korean Program on International Agriculture in Uganda is supporting Ugandan scientists in their effort to boost household incomes amongst smallholder farmers. In eastern Uganda, the fruit project is being piloted in Teso sub-region, focuses on the marketing of the produce internationally, since the Teso fruit factory cannot consume all the fruits from the area.
We want to build the capacity of farmers, and some of the farmers, we really want to see them advancing to be the business people themselves, because they fear. They want the brokers or the middlemen to come and pick from them and take to the market. But we are saying, farmers, organize yourselves and take to the market yourselves. And there they will get better deals.
For potato project implemented in the districts of Uganda, their focus is to train farmers in good farming practice to improve productivity of potatoes in the country.
And also increase the area under Narpot 1 by 6 hectares. And the farmer training, we target 600. And we believe that if we train these, they will be able to have a 50% increase in their productivity from the base, which was 7.5 tons per hectare. And this will translate into monetary terms of 20% in income.
But the Director General of National Agriculture Research Organization in Uganda, Dr. Ambrose Agona, has tasked them to showcase successful stories to inspire more inclusivity.
When I look at all these development projects, you want to cause change, you want to cause impact. At the farmer level, today you have talked so well, but I think at time T, through the director copier, you'll expose advisory committee members as part of the monitoring to see actually what they're telling us is the truth. We want to see those farmers that have been made rich, and if there's any to say that I'm rich because of copier, that would be quite tremendous.
The leadership of National Agriculture Research Organization in Uganda also appreciated the Korean program on international agency for supporting different projects that has seen agriculture sector transformed in the country. Ivan Juko, Joseph Okou, UBC News.
Thank you very much, Ivan Juko, Joseph Okou, for that report. We'll now take a short commercial break. We'll be back with business.
Your MBs are now bigger MBs only on MTN. When you load a daily band of 250 shillings, you no longer get 15 MBs, you get 30 MBs. For 500 shillings, you no longer get 40 MBs, you get 80 MBs. For 1,000 shillings, it's no longer 100 MBs, it's 180 MBs. Dial *150 *10 hash or use the My MTN app to load bigger daily bundles only on MTN.
MTN is regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission.
National Medical Stores is a government agency mandated to buy, store and distribute medicines and medical supplies to government health facilities in Uganda. For Ugandans that we serve, help us serve you better by taking your individual responsibilities seriously. Report theft of government medicines and medical supplies to the nearest police station or to the State House Health Monitoring Unit. Do not pay for any medicines or medical supplies labeled Government of Uganda, not for sale. Do all that is within your means to stop all preventable diseases, including COVID-19. Continue observing the Ministry of Health Standard Operating Procedures, SOPs, including wearing a face mask whenever you are in public spaces. Visit a designated health facility to receive your COVID-19 vaccination and a booster dose for those that are eligible. Prevention is better than cure. National Medical Stores, passionate about your life.
Start the year off with My Airtel 4G smartphone. You get to enjoy free 1 GB data valid for a month and 100% bonus data every month for 3 months at only 250,000 Uganda shillings. This includes free data spread over 3 months worth 86,500 Uganda shillings, making the effective price of the 4G phone 163,500 Uganda shillings only. Visit the nearest Airtel shop and get one today. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Are you a lender? Do you lend against movable properties such as motor vehicles, household items, farm produce, and so on? Let us help you lend in a safer way through Simple. Simple is the security interest in movable property registry system. It is an online register hosted by URSB for registration of security interest on movable property. For more information, call this toll-free number 0800100006 or log on to simple.ursb.go.ug. Simple. Safer lending, easier borrowing.
This message was brought to you by Uganda Registration Services Bureau.
Enjoy convenience today with Airtel Money School Pay, FlexiPay, or Bridge Schools. To pay school fees using Airtel Money for Bridge Schools, dial *185 hash. Select option 6, School Fees. Select option 1, Bridge Schools. Enter pupil ID. Enter the amount. Enter the PIN number to complete payment. Pay school fees conveniently using Airtel Money. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Welcome back. You're still watching the UBC News Tonight, broadcasting live from Nile Avenue. We now take you to the world of business. A member of parliament, Gulu City, Betia Wall Achan, has said that the children who were born during the Kony-led insurgency are taking long to adjust their mindset from the IDP camp life to self-help development initiatives. Achan was officiating at the Farmers Post-Harvesting Awareness Day for Gulu City, organized by Sasakawa Africa Association. These are the details.
This machine is called a cassava chipping machine or a cassava chipper. It uses a 5.5 horsepower petrol engine. You can use just...
Former leader of government business, who is also the woman MP Gulu, Betty Awol Achan, has applauded Sasakawa Africa Association for creating the awareness about post-harvest handling.
People have been brought from very far to come and, get the experiences from, rich experiences from everywhere. So Sasakawa Solidaridad have been helping our people here. We are grateful for the trainings they have given us.
Achan was officiating at the Farmers Post-Harvesting Awareness Day of Fogulu City, organized by Sasakawa Africa Association.
But also to get tractors. We have not been supported with the tractors at all. If there are tractors, there are so few that they cannot support our people. So we need more tractors to open the land. We need more of these agricultural inputs.
Vice Chairperson Gulu District LC5 Council Vicky Atim cautioned farmers leaders against mistrust in order to strengthen farmers' cooperatives.
With these facilities, as I'd seen in the past in some places, we have structures that are idle, not being in use, simply because of lack of bulking. People have very low morale in bulking. One of the reasons is maybe because of poor leadership. They have lost interest. They know that when they bring their thing in the bulking center, they will get lost.
She asked the Office of the Prime Minister to ensure that NUSAF 4 should be the route to agriculture industrialization.
The NUSAF 4 is coming. I believe it can change the lives of our people. And I encourage the community to be in groups or to be in cooperatives.
The officer in charge of nutrition-sensitive agriculture at Sasakawa Africa Association, Jacqueline Namsalisi, says under the new planning strategies by Sasakawa, they are going to strengthen nutrition improvement and value addition training.
The nutritional status of the country is worrying, as you put it, and the northern region is known to be one of those mostly hit. And as Sasakawa, we've strategized first to build capacity amongst our smallholder farmers.
Sudat Kaye, Douglas Setumba, UBC News.
MBs are now bigger MBs only on MTN. When you load a daily bundle of 250 shillings, you no longer get 15 MBs, you get 30 MBs. For 500 shillings, you no longer get 40 MBs, you get 80 MBs. For 1000 shillings, it's no longer 100 MBs, it's 180 MBs. Dial *150*10# or use the My MTN app to load bigger daily bundles only on MTN.
MTN is regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission.
And now it's time to kick it with sports. Sports Club Villa Funds and Mobilization Vice Chairperson Ben Emmanuel Misaga has allayed fears of funds in regards to the sporting excellence of the club. This was during opening of another funds club in Natete, a Kampala capital city suburb. Let's take a look.
The future of football anywhere in the world is in tandem with number of funds through whom clubs attract sponsors, generate revenue, which is usually followed by sports success. This is the path that Sports Club Villa is targeting through opening of funds branches across the divide, the latest being in Natete. Registering of funds can help us increase the number and thus the revenue. If the funds are registered, they are easier to track. The club's vice president in charge of mobilization, engineer Ben Emmanuel Misaga, is the brains behind this move.
Our next stage is going to be in northern Uganda and eastern Uganda. That is our next stage. We are going to move the whole of Uganda And our purpose in the whole of Uganda is to make sure that we consolidate and bring back our fans who had gone astray.
Engineer Ben Emmanuel Misaga allayed fears of fans in regards to sporting results, with the club, though still record league winners, facing a near 20-year-old drought.
The most important thing right now is to make sure that our fans get confidence that by the time we come to the next season, they are already in the high gear to come and support the club, because we are going to recruit massively and with purpose.
The club hierarchy also used this occasion of opening the NATEETE branch to unveil as club ambassador celebrated comedian Senga Sebanga.
Nganze ndi mukubi wa pokopoko, ndi mukubi wa chikopo, ndi muwagizi kati nyingi de mukalakita yange nungi lulimba dempa.
One of the things I know I'm good at is propaganda. But for Villa it's not propaganda. I'm going to sell the club with knowledge and facts. SC Villa is not well placed in the league this season, but has a big chance to advance to the round of 32 in the Uganda Cup if they beat Gulu's Super Eagles on Monday. John Barnes, Sentamo, reporting.
Brought to you by.
We're here to build because at the end of the day, we're truly Ugandan.
Exactly 30 minutes past the hour of 8. That brings us to the end of our 8 o'clock edition. My name is Wadulo Mark Arnold. Mugalu Muhammad on sign language. Join us later for the 10 o'clock edition for a lengthier bulletin. See you then.
A very warm welcome. It is time for the weather forecast from the Weather Center with the Semper Alex Kim. Sunny intervals dominated our skies, especially over the southern sector of the country, but in the northern it was bright and sunny conditions. Though in the afternoon there was a pickup of some isolated thundering rainfall that was across parts of Nakasongola. Now, the weather we are seeing is mainly attributed to an incoming of northerly winds, which are quite dry and warm across our region. But also we are being hindered from receiving any wet weather activities because of a blocking of low pressure systems over the Madagascar Channel and parts of Tanzania. Into tomorrow, we do expect to see sunny, bright and sunny conditions across most of our skies, but in the afternoon we do expect cloudy conditions which will turn into rainfall that will be across parts of Kampala as well as parts of Kasese. Because of that, we do expect temperatures to be quite high. That will be across Karamoja region at 36 degrees centigrade, 30 in Kampala, and 26 degrees centigrade across Kabale Highlands. And elsewhere across the globe, we are forecasting for Abu Dhabi bright and sunny conditions that will also be in Nairobi at a daytime high of 30 degrees centigrade. But for London, we do expect cold conditions at a daytime high of 7 degrees centigrade. With that, we wrap it up. Stay tuned and join us again tomorrow, same time. I remain Semper Alex Kim.